Hey, hi. I am, this is my first, commentary here on the, Rants from an Otaku channel. I'm, Kevin Grusing, and, I've been known as the anime Boy 16 on most of the forums I go to. Might be something called something different. I was born on, December 30 on New Year's Eve 1990. In a broom closet here, which freaked me out. And about 2.5 maybe years later, I was diagnosed with a unnamed disorder, which has Asperger's disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, and hyperlexia, all in one thing. And I mean all in one thing, not separated, all in one thing. It's really confusing. So I've been addicted to the whole anime industry in general since about 1997, excuse me, not 1990. I wasn't born then. In 1997, when Tsunami started, basically started watching that, and about a year later, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z started, and the whole Pokemon thing started as well. I watched, like, the three I mentioned just a couple seconds ago. Digimon, Naruto, the Japanese version of One Piece. Let me stress the Japanese version, because the whole 4Kids thing. I'll talk about that later. Man, I really, really, really hate to say this, but Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, the English version, I'm sorry, but I just watched that, just to, yell at the TV or something. God, I just want to do that because a lot of the characters freak me out. So, it's been a crazy couple years lately. The world's changing like every day. There's been a new Digimon series that just ended in Japan. There's now speculations going on to if it's going to be in English. They are Toei Animation Company Limited in Tokyo, which basically is the owner of the entire series copyright. Is shopping it around. At least that's what people are thinking, since no one has confirmed that it will be dubbed. It's just a page on their new website. So there's speculation on, where is it going to be dubbed? Is Disney going to get it, or is it a new thing going to get it? And I think there's actually a good chance that Digimon Savers is what it's called, or Digimon Data Squad is what it's being shopped around as, might be dubbed by someone other than Disney. And the reason for my thinking is, Disney usually, gets into gear, and Saban usually got into gear. Probably, maybe, all of the series basically premiered in April. I mean, most of them. I don't know if there's one or two that premiered in the fall, in Japan anyway. And I don't know. So, and Saban now, which was bought by Disney in 2002, along with Fox Kids Worldwide, got the license about summer, early fall, and then it premiered on Fox Kids about fall too. But Disney, since it was bought, got the rights to Frontier and the other movies for Digimon Adventure Season 2, Tamers, and Frontier when they bought Saban, as well as the Frontier TV series when they bought Saban. However, nobody even thought about Savers at that time. So a lot of people are thinking that, Disney might not get it at all, and maybe, Bandai, who really has a good stake in Digimon in Japan, and probably is the company that started all this, will dub it themselves, since Toei, may not, maybe not want to give it to Disney due to, them putting Frontier on the UPN Kids block initially, because and as everybody knows, UPN and the WB network merged into the CW about November last year. So that UPN Kids block that was on is now defunct, obviously. And while it was put on there, the popularity didn't really get any better. In fact, it got worse, because Frontier bombed basically in Japan due to many reasons. That some people think it's because there were no partner Digimon, as the case the past 3 seasons, and its relation to Super Sentai or Power Rangers, known in this country, or similar shows. And a lot of those two are the main reasons why it failed, most people are thinking. It didn't really do much well here either, because of the fact that it was on a, not really good rating block. Because the reason it was on there is because there was a deal with Disney and UPN. Or then, no, UPN. So, people might be, a lot of people, I think that Toei has a grudge against Disney because of that, even though they put it on Jetix. They started putting it on airing it on Jetix, which I think should have been in the first place, so it would work. Because there are, Digimon Frontier fans out there. I mean, there are. So, but maybe they wanted to put it on there because not a lot of people have Toon Disney. Maybe they didn't have, a lot of people didn't have Toon Disney back then. So, but now there's speculation. Well, there is going to be an English dub, that's for sure, because Toei is shopping it around, or that's what people are thinking, because it hasn't been confirmed by any company whatsoever for a dub, and many people are thinking that Jeff Nimoy, who used to work on the Digimon series, I think series 1, 2, and 3, is going to produce, since he showed up on the withthewill-x.net forums about wtw-x.net forums a couple months ago, I'd say, and asking who do you want the voice actors to be, and he stressed if it were dubbed, and he just kept saying if. This is an if, not it. That doesn't mean it will, but people are thinking that, well, it's gonna happen. He's gonna do it, because he opened his mouth, basically. Because if you read between the lines, I translated it as, oh, he's gonna do it again. He's friggin' gonna do it again. I mean, there was no doubt in my mind. I mean, you can't be a high-profile anime director and say that, and keep saying F, and not translating that as, he's gonna do it. So, but for those of, I'm gonna be Mr. Spoiler here, and I'm sorry, but for the Digimon fans that haven't been in tune with the series news in the past year, Digimon Savers began airing about a year ago, last week. It's centers around a 16-year-old Street Fighter named Masaru Daimon, and he basically is the main character, and he basically fights with an